Hello everyone, I'm Abdelrahman Abdalla and I'm a PhD student at the Dynamic Legged Systems Lab at the Italian Institute of Technology. The main ambition in the development of legged robots has always been their employment in real-world applications involving complex terrains. In order for the robot to do this, it needs to perform body movements that do not violate the robot's physical capabilities. In this work, we present an efficient paradigm to guarantee such feasible body trajectories in legged robots. In our previous work, we have presented the feasible region to solve this problem in an efficient manner. The feasible region is a two-dimensional region in the Cartesian space representing the set of center of mass projection locations where balance, friction, and actuation limits conditions can be satisfied. So the idea here is that as long as the center of mass projection lies inside the region, you are sure that there exists feasible contact forces. This type of approach is in line with the notion of the famous support region, which considers only balance and friction constraints. The feasible region and the support region are in fact special cases of their six-dimensional counterparts, known in the literature as the feasible wrench polytope and the contact wrench polytope, which are instead defined in the wrench space. This decrease in dimensionality results in a large improvement in computational efficiency. The feasible region developed, however, lacked some important considerations that we attempt to tackle to further improve its definition. For instance, the effect of external wrenches other than gravity was not considered, quasi-static motions were assumed and so inertial effects were ignored, and joint kinematic limits were not considered, which we introduce in what we call the reachable region, and then we incorporate this region in the improved feasible region. So first of all, let's consider an external force and torque acting at the center of mass. In fact, if we examine the centroidal dynamics and rearrange the equations, we can observe the effect an external wrench can have on the projected center of mass positions, in other words, the resulting region. The main effect observed is a shifting effect that is based on the combination of the external wrench and the center of mass height. Here, ICRA robot is pulling a cart behind it, and we can see the shifted projected region in light gray. While the projection of the center of mass shown as a red ball is outside the convex hull of the feet, the robot maintains stability since the center of mass projection is on the boundary of the feasible region. This is in fact similar to when humans play a tug-of-war game, maintaining stability even though the center of mass projection is clearly outside their feet. Next, we proceed to relax the quasi-static assumption. We observe that the computed region moves according to the direction of the instantaneous body acceleration. The actual center of mass position and acceleration are used for the computation of the region to maintain the linearity of the problem. The idea behind the reachable region is that given a desired orientation, we determine the constant orientation workspace, and the reachable region will be a 2D representation of that workspace. Using the forward kinematics, we can develop an iterative discretized raycasting algorithm to find the reachable region. The algorithm searches for vertices along polar coordinates originating from the actual center of mass position. Center of mass locations outside of the region either violate a joint kinematic limit or cause a singularity in one of the legs. Notice here that the reachable region has a dependence on the actual height of the center of mass and the actual orientation of the body. And here we can see how when the center of mass reaches the boundary of the region, the kinematic constraints are violated and the robot starts to lose control over the contact forces. Now that we have computed the reachable region, and given that the regions are defined on the same plane, we can get the combination of the two regions by taking the intersection, resulting in the improved feasible region. We show how this can improve center of mass planning in a scenario where IQ robot has to go down a tunnel with a low height. Furthermore, a rope is used to aid the robot descent, adding an external force to the robot. We visualize here different regions. So here we have the support region represented by the dashed line. The light gray represents the feasible region, guaranteeing only torque consistency, while with the combination of the reachable region, we get the dark gray region. Here the black region is a scaled version which is used for a more robust planning. The low height that the robot has to maintain results in a very small region, with the rope causing a shift in the region. We compare the planning based on the improved feasible region with the heuristic approach developed by us previously. Using the heuristics alone, we can see that the center of mass keeps reaching the boundary of the region, and in turn the robot loses control over the ground reaction forces. Here we show the same journey with the planning based on the improved feasible region. The center of mass target obtained from the heuristics is shown as a blue cube, while the yellow cube shows the improved target based on the improved feasible region. And as you can see, the strategy keeps correcting the targets that happen to be outside of the scaled region. And with this planning, the constraints are always respected. So in conclusion, we developed the improved feasible region, which provides an efficient method to guarantee feasibility in legged robots, and so it can be used in online planning strategies for designing feasible center of mass trajectories. More on this has been detailed in a publication under review titled An Efficient Paradigm for Feasibility Guarantees in Legged Locomotion. Thank you for your attention.